More Pokemon trademarks have been filed, and a potential Pokemon Master Collection could be coming to the Nintendo Switch. We got some rumors to cover. Let's jump into it.
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today we're gonna talk about some new Pokemon news regarding trademarks, and also a new rumor that has surfaced that a lot of you guys actually hit me up about on Twitter, saying, aDrive, what do you think about this? And it has to do with a Pokemon Master virtual console type collection that could be coming to the Nintendo Switch. It is a rumor, but it's definitely worth talking about. So we're gonna jump into that. If you guys enjoy these types of rumor videos, be sure to hit that like button down below and make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. YouTube analytics tells me that over 50% of the people that watch my videos are actually not subscribed, so I would appreciate it if you guys would hit that sub button. I do post Pokemon videos every single day. But without further ado, let's talk about the new trademarks and then talk about what's going on with this potential master collection. So you may have seen my video from a couple days ago where the Pokemon Entei has been re-trademarked, and trademarks do expire, for those who don't know, so it's not out of the realm of possibility for Pokemon or Game Freak or Creatures Inc. to basically renew a trademark if it's something that they're gonna do. Now, I don't believe that they renew trademarks on every single Pokemon or every single game, but some certain things they do, and we've seen over the years they trademark various things like Jinx, and it raises a lot of speculation of, is there gonna be a Mega Jinx? Is there gonna be a Gigantamax Jinx? And a lot of times, most of it doesn't really come to fruition, but it is very interesting that Entei was most recently trademarked, and as of the 7th of September, both Pokemon Heart Gold and Pokemon Soul Silver were trademarked again. Now, I believe that these trademarks actually expire every 10 years, and we are at that 10-year eclipse mark where Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver's trademarks would expire. But why would Pokemon, Game Freak, and Creatures Inc. want to renew a trademark of Heart Gold and Soul Silver if they didn't have any intentions of doing something with them in the future? And that kind of poses the rumor that we're going to talk about in this video. So I don't want to get anyone super alarmed here. First and foremost, we do have these trademarks, as I indicated, for Entei, Pokemon Heart Gold, and Pokemon Soul Silver, but it doesn't mean anything. Could it mean something? Absolutely. It could mean we get some sort of port or some sort of remake, or maybe that Let's Go Johto that has been hopefully not coming into fruition anytime soon. But ultimately, like I said, it shouldn't raise any flags. It might not mean anything. I just want to make sure we preface that. But this rumor here is very interesting, and it actually dives into the possibility of sort of a classic collection, much like Super Mario just did for the Nintendo Switch. So let's talk about that. So this rumor was posted a couple days ago, and again, this is a rumor, but I could really see this happening. And before I dive into that, when we recollect basically all of the virtual console games, at least for the main series, Pokemon released Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal as Pokemon Virtual Console remakes on the 3DS. In fact, that was actually how you were able to shiny hunt Pokemon like Celebi through Pokemon Crystal and a remake. And I remember Pokemon Red had some really cool functionality in terms of how the Pokemon were transferred and how the abilities would work. And there was actually a cool way to shiny hunt where you can try to get certain Pokemon with perfect DVs, so that way when they transfer, they would actually be shiny. There was some really cool mechanics around that. But it begs the question of, like, will they release Pokemon, Ruby and Sapphire? Will they release Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, like the original games, as a Switch port? I think people would eat that up. It would be great because as we kind of progress in years, some of these older consoles become obsolete. I actually just booted up my Nintendo 3DS a few minutes ago, and like the eShop doesn't work anymore. You know, they're old. They're not even making 3DSs anymore, right? So a lot of these games, you have to pay super high prices to be able to get them used at GameStop or run the risk of getting them on eBay and they might be counterfeit. It's just a tricky situation. So I've always felt like it made so much sense for Pokemon and Nintendo to release these old games as ports for the new consoles. Like, why wouldn't? What's the downside, right? So let's take a look at this rumor. It says, releasing in March 2021, the anniversary collection will be called the Pokemon Super Collection. It features 5 games. The 3 main series games have an option to basically switch versions with the same save at any point. This is indicating that you would have your save file, but if you're playing on Pokemon X, you can just switch to Y and get the specific legendaries or a version exclusive. The 3 games that are main to this are X and Y, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon, but not the Ultra Sun and Moon versions. So basically the 3DS games. It doesn't look like there was much done to them to make them look better. They actually look worse than Sword and Shield. They look very oily, which I wouldn't be surprised about, right? Like we're not, I wouldn't expect a huge graphical improvement for these games if they were to port them over. But what is funny is if you've ever watched me do like a Citra Let's Play, which is basically it's kind of like an emulator for the 3DS. If you've ever seen me do a gameplay of Citra, and I'll have our editor throw some stuff up here, it actually looks really good in HD. So when you scale the resolution up and things like that, you can do some pretty amazing things with the 3DS games. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, right? Like the 3DS kind of compresses those files and makes the images look way worse than they should. But when scaled up in resolution and kind of smoothened out a little bit, it can actually look pretty good. So I don't know what to make of this, but it's just something to note that these 3DS games can actually look really good in HD. They did not update the UI at all, and they crammed it what would be the bottom of the 3DS screen into the bottom right of the full screen battle screen, meaning it does block a tiny portion of the overworld in battle. So obviously the main concern here is that they did use 2 screens. Now they're kind of forcing into one. I don't necessarily think that's a big deal. You can easily make it so a button on the controller can switch between the 2, and like you get to choose, you know, which one you're on at any point in time. And in handheld version, I don't think it's that big of a deal. They could also make it so like the gameplay itself isn't full screen on the Switch, but it's actually windowed, and then the bottom screen would be right here, and then they could put like the logo right here as if it was going to be like a layout, like a streaming layout or something like that. So it says that they didn't update the UI at all. X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire do not function in line due to the mini models being cut completely. Sun and Moon keeps its online functionality. Now that would be very interesting if they did have some sort of online functionality tied into the Nintendo Online support. The other 2 games are Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon Black and White 2. They are actual just literal ports, and they don't look very good in full screen. The pixels were kind of smoothed out, but with a kind of a bad edit. And overall, it doesn't look worse than how the 3DS games are supposed to look. The audio for both games are kind of weird, especially in portable mode. I'll be honest though, while I'm reading this, like as much as I feel like it's super possible that we do get some sort of like Pokemon Super Collection, I could really see that happening for the 25th year anniversary. I have a hard time believing that they would do it and like have it not be decent quality, right? So that part of this post is definitely sketching me out a little bit. Like they're not gonna port it over and have it be like garbage quality. Like maybe they're not gonna improve the graphical quality, but they're not gonna have it so it sounds like garbage or it looks like even worse, right? So it says you can pay an extra Pokemon home fee to directly transfer from the 3DS games to the home, but not back. We don't know if Black and White 2 is going to have this option. It's $60. It releases on March 12th, and it's going to be revealed around Pokemon Day. Now, I've talked so extensively about Pokemon Day at this point and Pokemon 25. Next year is the 25th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise, which to me tells me that there's gonna be something big. We talk about Crown Tundra coming out in the fall. We know that Pokemon Snap is slated for some point in the next probably 6 to 8 months, I would venture to guess. We know Pokemon Unite is coming out at some point. Again, same thing, I would say 6 to 8 months, probably sooner though. And then we can anticipate that there is going to be a game next year. I really deep down believe it. You see, aDrive, your life depends on it. You need to make a prediction. Will we get a game next year in 2021 as a main series game? I would 1,000,000% say yes. I genuinely believe that we are going to get a game. And I genuinely believe it's going to be Diamond Pearl Remakes. But it wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility for them to create some sort of master collection, especially right now. I feel like with COVID and everything that's taken place, a lot of these game developers are slowed down in terms of their development, and they have to kind of push off their schedules and really adjust things. And I think the opportunity to maybe rehash some old content makes a lot of sense moving forward, especially since I think Pokemon fans would eat that up. It's really minimal work for them to create these virtual console style games, and they're gonna make money off of those. They just are. People love nostalgia, especially the Pokemon fandom loves nostalgia, and I know for sure I would love to be able to go back and play through some of those 3DS games, even if it wasn't that long ago that I was playing them, and have an opportunity to maybe collect a few Pokemon and transfer them through the generations, or whatever it may be. Having that experience on a handheld console, the portability of that is so awesome, and I can really see that happening. So again, I am still expecting very big things from 2021 Pokemon 25 anniversary, and I would not be surprised to see some sort of a master collection when all is said and done. Now, I know this video was filled with some rumors, and we obviously talked about that trademark, but like I said, I do actually believe that there is some feasibility to this, and I would not be surprised if there was going to be some sort of a master collection or some sort of Pokemon super collection that comes out, much like the Mario franchise just did. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this is possible? Would you be excited about it? Like, would you want to pick that up? And if so, let me know. Like I said, be sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I post Pokemon videos every single day, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this video, you should definitely check out this one right here. Otherwise, this one's also pretty good too. Check out this video, and I'll see you guys next time.